Hello everybody, and welcome back to Double Shot LOTR TCG. It's been a while since I opened a box, and I was feeling the itch to rip something open, so I'm going to go ahead and break open this Battle of Helms Deep booster box today. Still looking for quite a few foils from this set. I'm currently missing 3 commons, 5 uncommons, and about 21 rare foils from this set. So hopefully we pull something that I need. As always, I'm looking for pack fresh cards for grading as well. So we'll go ahead and tear this open. This is box 115, one of the lowest number boxes I've ever seen. You know, typically they're in the 10 or 20,000s. But pretty cool to have a very low number box. Thinking about some of the best cards to pull. There's a rare Gimli in this set you can pull. Smeagol and Gollum are introduced in this set, so they have rare versions of their cards. You also have Sauruman, you have Sting. So there's some decent pulls potentially. I've had really good luck in the past with both Battle of Helms Deep and Ents of Fangorn. Maybe it's just luck, but I've had a lot of boxes that have had 2 rare foils in them, so hopefully that can continue today. And we'll get going here. This is the 3rd box I've ever opened, and I believe this will be the 2nd one on YouTube. If I get my focus right here. So Stone Towers is going to be the rare. That's a pretty good card too. I believe I do have that in the foil version already. Leaping Blaze is going to be the rare. I suppose I should check through those commons just in case there's some weird accident where there's like a foil that's not where it's supposed to be, but nope. Alrighty here. War Mumok is the rare. I am currently at 98 subscribers on YouTube, so if anyone would like to help me get to 100, that would be awesome. We got Grishnok here, very nice, and no foils yet. But yeah, once I get to 100 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a special video to kind of celebrate and opening 3 sealed expanded Middle-earth draft packs. Which is pretty cool. I don't think anyone else has ever opened those on YouTube, so these are my people. It's hard to tell on camera, but this card looks, I don't know, like all the ink is very dark compared to like another Gondor culture. This, I don't know if you guys can tell, but this one's like a much darker printing. Kind of interesting, but no foil again. The pack odds are 1 foil per 6 packs. So in a perfect box, you should get 6 foils. There's always chances of 5 or 7 potentially. There's Sting. So this one also looks like some kind of printing error where it's much darker than a typical Shire card. So that's interesting. There might have been a weird sheet. Same as these are my people. Yeah, I think the last couple boxes I opened were 2 towers, and the foils were just in really rough condition. I think I opened like 3 or 4 boxes and maybe only had 1 or 2 gradable foils out of all those. We got Grima here, and very nice Smeagol Old Noser is our foil here. Centering looks a bit rough top to bottom, unfortunately. Left to right looks pretty good. Top to bottom, not great. It's like a little, my camera does not want to, there's like a little white on the corner there too. This is definitely one of the foils I'd love to pull. I love all my Legolas cards. That one's kind of a pricey uncommon. Baruch Kazad is going to be the rare here. And again, for those of you who may not have ripped booster boxes before, there should be 1 rare foil, 2 uncommon foils, and then 3 common foils. Typically, if you get an extra foil, it's going to be an extra rare. Got Orc Captain here, and Gollum. Sharku. So once again, we've got like a much darker print. I'm assuming most of the rares in this box are going to be like this because they're probably all from the same sheet. And we got Theoden. See if we get one more foil in this first stack here. Another Legolas's sword there. Berserk Slayer is going to be the rare, and no foil. I Am Here is the rare, and we must have it. That's one of the uncommons I'm looking for. Alcarin is going to be the rare, and no more foils yet. Down from the Hills. Devilry of Orthanc is the rare. This one, it's hard to tell if it's darker or if it's, I mean, it's already black, so it's kind of hard to tell if it's any darker than the other ones. No help for it. Guess we're saving all the foils for the second half. You guys see that? There's like a yellow dot on here. It's interesting. Army of Haradrim. Still no more foils yet. Thank you guys for checking the video out. Appreciate it. Hopefully it provides a little bit of entertainment. Stone Towers. Did we already pull that? Yeah. So here's another example. So again, kind of Might be kind of hard to tell, but this one is much darker. So I think we must have finished out a sheet. Yeah, because it's not super common to get 2 of these. There's only 40 rares in the whole set, and you're going to get 36 rares in the box. So, but yeah, this one's much darker. And no foil still. Yeah, I think some of these, yeah, these ones are lighter. So I think we shifted. We turned a leaf. And then the premium cards, the starter deck cards you can get are Eowyn and Legolas, which I pulled a foil Legolas and graded it in the last box I opened, and I got a PSA 9, so that was pretty nice. Linden Root here. Gambling. Still no foils. Wow. All right. Hopefully this isn't a 5 foil box. One of the best foils you can pull too is the Dead Marshes, which was short printed because there was only like 2 copies on a sheet instead of 3 for the other foil rares, so there's less copies of that than other ones. I Am Here is going to be the rare, and we have another foil. 2 foil pack. All right. 2 foils in here. So we've got Turn of the Tide, and I do not need that. And then we have Forest Guardian. So very cool. Get these in sleeves. So this looks pretty clean. Centering looks really great on that. Back looks perfect. Yeah, this is a beautiful card. This looks like a potential PSA 10 card. Yeah, this almost looks like it has that darker printing like the rares. I don't know enough about how they printed them in the factory to know whether, you know, that they're using the same ink or how they layer the foiling onto the card or whatnot, but it looks darker than a normal foil. But these are going to be on different sheets because you have an uncommon and a common. So, but it could also be just it could be a slightly different foiling texture for the set as well. This one's pretty off center. Again, it's going to be off the same sheet as the Smeagol, and you can see the same centering issues top to bottom. This one actually has a little more centering left to right. But yeah, double foil pack, a little bit of excitement, but this is a beautiful grade-worthy card from what I can tell right off the bat. So we should still be getting our rare, and then another uncommon and another common somewhere. So, yeah. All right, so we've got Gimli, Skilled Defender here. These all have that yellow dot. Nope, this one's got a weird yellow spot on the pack too. I've opened a lot of booster boxes and you just find kind of funny, odd stuff. Be Back Soon is the rare. Now my camera's finally working. There's a nice card. Dead Marshes. A little bit off center, I think, but I know the foil is short printed. I don't know about the regular rare. Obviously, there's way more regular rares anyway, so even if it's technically short printed compared to a normal rare, it probably doesn't matter with how much of this game was produced. Another Gimli. Okay. 3 packs and 2 Gimlis. And we have our rare here, and it's a good one. Smeagol Slinker. Very cool. So right off the bat, pretty quickly, you can tell the centering's pretty bad, unfortunately. That is a bummer, you know, for a booster box that's $200+. You would definitely like to have better centering. But this is one of the rare foils that I was missing from this set, so that at least checks one off the checklist for me. And once again, I can't say for sure, but this looks darker than a normal foil. Again, you can kind of compare the Smeagol and the rare. And they both have sleeves, so that's not changing it, but this one looks a lot darker, which is interesting. So, pretty cool though. So yeah, nice to get a card checked off the list here. And we still are looking for 2 more foils at least. Maybe get a Legolas's sword. Maybe get the Golem to match the Smeagol. No use that way. Yeah, if anyone knows more about that, like the darker printing or something, feel free to drop a comment. Let me know. I'd definitely be interested to hear about it. We got Foul Horde here. Yeah, definitely happy with this box so far. I wish that Smeagol had better centering, but Wild Men of the Hills. Break the Charge. This is actually one of the foils I need too. So just make them all Smeagol cards. Wolves of Isengard is going to be the rare. About 6 packs left here. Still need 2 more foils. There's Golem. And no foil in that pack. Frodo, that'd be a nice pull. Company of Haradrim. And there's another foil. Orc Runner. So again, same centering issue on the top to bottom as the other 2. Left to right looks a lot better. But yeah, that top to bottom cut's pretty noticeable. That's definitely not one I'm going to bother sending off grading, especially for a common card. It's got to be pretty much perfect to pay that for grading. So easily is going to get knocked down a grade or 2 just for the centering. These are my people. That one looks better with the color grading. All right, we got 3 packs left, so we're looking for 1 more uncommon at least. Eye of Baradur. Very cool. The foil Sauron cards with the red just look so good in this game. Anything with like I don't know, really rich colors looks really good. Desert Stalker. All right, well, this is it. Final pack. Should have an uncommon foil, hopefully. Otherwise, we got a little burned with a 5 foil box. I don't know if having a 2 foil pack increases or decreases your odds. But so we've got Morenin, the Black Gate, and it is an uncommon, and it's a Golem card. There we go. Awesome. Look at him. And it's not a double foil pack. Very good. And this one looks very, very clean, like the other uncommon. So again, your uncommons and your commons are gonna almost always come from the same sheet. So if the first one you pull is really clean, it's very likely the other ones are gonna look very clean as well. So yeah, centering on this looks great. I'm just trying to take a closer look. Maybe a tiny bit of whitening on this bottom corner here, but I would risk that to get that graded. So, well, that's pretty much gonna wrap it up. Kind of a fun box with some oddities to talk about. But yeah, appreciate you guys watching. Show off all my foils real quick and just double checking my card list. So I believe the Smeagol was the only card that is new that I didn't have before. So I already have copies of all the rest, but getting 2 mint cards is great. Gonna set those aside to grade in the future. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Get me to 100 subscribers. I would really appreciate it. I'm definitely excited to open those expanded Middle-earth draft boxes. We'll see you later.